Hello. Hello. It's a beautiful day today. How are you? Nobody even there yet. That's all right. You'll be coming in. I know you will. Look where I am. Watch. 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 Oh, I'm getting the car washed. Yeah, it's such a beautiful day. Look at the pretty colors. Hi, Biff. We're in the car wash. Yo. First one in the room, my friend. First one. Barbara, how are you? Barbara Goff, how are you? Mark Hammond, car wash, yeah. Oh, it's so pretty and sunny out. It is gorgeous. Jim Spencer, hello. I've been waiting for a sunny day so I could wash this car. We washed it yesterday, but as soon as I drove back up the road, it was like I never washed the car. Natalie, how are you? Hey there, buddy. Good to see you too. Yes, I'm out and about, Barbara. I'll as soon as I get out of this noise, I'll talk to you all about it. Oh, now my wife is calling. I can't accept the call right now. No, I can't. Sorry. I'm in the car wash. She's already got things for me to do today. I've already got a huge list of things to do. Huge. It'll be nice and clean. Oh yeah. I love it when the car is clean. Make sure you hit those thumbs up, folks. You got time to do it right now. Northeast Georgia Mountain folk, how are you guys? Philip, don't let Joe get washed away. He hates when I strap him to the roof. Listen to that. Almost. Waiting for the little green light. There it is. I'm not going to vacuum right now. I don't have enough time to do that. Maybe later. I'll come back and do it again. It's really warm out. That's amazing. It's absolutely gorgeous out. It's 55 degrees right now, and I think that's about as warm as it's going to be today. But the great news is that the rest of this week it's going to get actually warmer and stay clear. There was only one day later on this week, like a 20% chance of any type of rain. And I think, and I'm speaking that we're probably getting out of our rainy season right now. I think that's about it. I think that last little drenching we had last few days, I think is over. Michelle's Tasty Dishes, how are you? You are such a wonderful person. I like you a lot. You and Mike are such good people. I really do like you. Hey, Jeff, oh, listen to me, Michelle. It's absolutely gorgeous out. I was out early this morning doing stuff, just keeping busy, and it just now is my time. I missed a couple of you. Let me go back. Let's see. Eric Healy. I guess I could go. It'd be nice if I paid attention. You went to Berg Steakhouse. It was good. A little pricey for me, but I know it's good. I know that. But as long as you enjoyed yourself, that's good. All right, because that's what it's about. You enjoy yourself while you're up here. I do. I don't know if you're still up here, but I do highly recommend going to uh, Gaucho or Bono. Rita Lockett, how are you? Hi, Jeff. Sure glad you're out in shiny. Yes, me too. Me too. I love when it's like this. This is my weather. Dean T, Tennessee. Hello, folks. How is everyone? Howdy to everyone out there. Of course, make sure you check out all these channels and you get involved with them as much as you can. Please do. Tim Ohm, how are you? Good to see you here with us. Thank you. Saying hello. Interested in coming out Wednesday. Let me see. Don't you show hello, Biff? Biff sent that video was interesting. and comes out Wednesday. I'll be checking that out for sure. D&T Tennessee. Phew, sure is hot. Be glad when winter gets here. No, no, no. We have another month, maybe a month and a couple of weeks of really beautiful weather. Nights are going to, tonight will be a little on the cool side, but the rest of the week, the temperatures overnight will be 45 and up, which is excellent sleeping weather. That'll be time for Miss Marie and I to move back down to the first level. We're staying in the guest suite right now because it's so cold at night that downstairs never really gets warm enough for Miss Marie. I love it when it's cold out, but that's me, that's her. Excellent. Jared Tracy, Pasadena Paranormal. What's up? Thumbs up, folks. Thanks, Jared. I appreciate that. I was looking at some of your stuff the other night. I was up pretty late and I was just taking a break from editing, and I flipped over to Facebook real quick just to check the sites, and then I saw you and I said, oh, let me see what's going on. You do have a lot of videos, cool videos. If you get a chance, folks, you want to see everything about the paranormal, right there. Jared Tracy, Pasadena Paranormal. Check it out. James Steve, it's Jeff, the Smoky Mountain Godfather of the YouTube. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's what I call myself. Hey, yous guys. Not a cloud. Natalie, I can't see a cloud. I'm looking all over. And you know what's also nice and cool? They're not striping the skies today. Good day to breathe. I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. You never know, but at least it's beautiful today. Eric, hello. Let me see. He says Jeff said some negative things about Berg Steakhouse, but it's totally wrong about that. No, I never said anything negative. Pricey. That's all. I'm sure I've heard nothing but good about their steaks. And I know that if I want a good steak, I cook it at home. Because I know how to. I've done this for years. I've worked in a lot of restaurants, was taught by international chefs when I worked at Saddlebrook. So I know how to cook up a great steak and a lot of dishes. So for me to go out and toss out $40-50 for steak, I don't have to do that. I can get a good cut of steak. I know how to pick good cuts of steak, and I can take it home and cook it the way I want it. Not that they can't. I can do it cheaper. And it's all about saving the money. All about putting that money back in your pocket. Nothing more. Michelle says, thank you, Jeff. I feel the same about you and Miss Marie. Thank you. I mean, just lovely people. Good God-loving people. And I always, at times I'll drop in after you do them on your devotionals and stuff. And I'll sit back and I'll sip my coffee while I'm sitting on my deck and just listen to what you got to say. I like that. It's enlightening and illuminating, because sometimes we fall away from what we're supposed to remember and understand, and people do that all the time. Northeast Georgia mountain. I probably should stop for this light, right? Yeah, I probably should. We seem to be in a full lull of subs. Yes, I understand, but are still cranking out the videos. Hopefully it will come up soon. It's one of those things. I went through that for a good month, and I was just wondering what's going on, and then it's just starting to hit again. There's cycles that we all go through, and I think it's people go from channel to channel to channel to channel. They kind of make their way back. The pendulum swings left, swings right, and I just think that's what happens. You just keep plugging. Don't get disappointed. Don't be disillusioned that you're not doing something right. Just do the best you can when you're doing it. That's all you got to do. Do the best you can. If you think you're doing something wrong, go back, look at the video, and that helps me. Sometimes I don't always go back and watch what I've done, because I've already spent countless hours editing. So to me, it's like, I don't want to see it again. But I force myself after a day or so to look at it and see where I faltered, and I always find something that I don't like, and I go, why didn't I see that while I was editing? And a lot of times I miss these little things that I should have done, just out of just me knowing what to do. It's just I get so engrossed with doing another part of the video, I fail to remember that I said to myself, don't forget to do this. And I do that all the time. So I try to make myself a mental list. I tried writing it down once. That didn't work because I couldn't find the list. That got me aggravated. And I go, I can't even find the list that I made. And I always keep everything right by my computer, but I keep piling more papers up to things I want to do and things that I'm reading, and I print them out, and I go, I got to do this, I got to do that. But then I lose the paper. It happens a lot. Pastor, how are you? Pastor Stagg. That sun is right in there. Pastor Stagg's Corner 2.0. Boy, I wish I was watching that view come through the windshield. Oh, you can always watch it again. This will run itself again. I'm using my new phone now, my new A71 5G. I've got the other one to my left. So now I've got two A71 5Gs. One's not running right now because I'm live. And the other one is strictly for being a camera. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but now the video should be equal in resolution. And that was one of my complaints. I was using an earlier version and the resolution just wasn't there. And of course I still have my GoPro right, you can't see it, but it's right behind this phone here. They're all stuck to the windshield. I love my new windshield suction cup thing that I ordered. I got it on eBay and I searched and I wanted something that was sturdy and could adjust and do what I want. And I looked it up and read the reviews and I found I'm very happy with this one. It doesn't shake at all. Remember the other one would jitter a little bit if I went over like a waffling on the road, and I had foam in between underneath the mirror because the suction cup and the arm would extend about 10 inches from the windshield underneath the mirror. And it created this wobbling because, the weight is the phone at the very end. So it's going to receive the majority of the vibration at the end. So it would wobble. This thing's made of steel, aluminum, and it's got steel parts in it. And as soon as I put it up on the window, I noticed the difference in the quality of it. And it was not expensive. You just have to search these things out because there's a lot of cheap ones. I have a box of cheap suction cups that when I put them up on the windshield, they fell off after about an hour. They just wouldn't stick. And I'm going, oh, there's another Chinese trinket that I just wasted some more money on. No problem, Jared. I really like your channel. I don't get at night. It's fun, 2, 3 in the morning. It's to watch ghost stuff, because it's ooh. In the sunny day, it's not the same effect. But at night, oh yeah, like 3 a.m., the witching hour, oh yeah. Oh. No clouds in South Carolina, Philip. Excellent. Jared says, my favorite hymn was when I was a choir boy. And I was standing yes, imagine that. They wouldn't let me anywhere near the front. I was always in trouble even in church. Yeah, I was too antsy. South Bend Cubby, how are you? New to me. Thank you. South Bend, thank you for joining me here. Hey, Jeff, where are you headed today? Anywhere this car will take me on a quarter tank of gas. Gas, $3.80. It's $3.60 for regular here. The other day I got mid-grade for $3.80 and now it jumped up. It's almost $4. It's getting close. That's ridiculous. So remember, if you're coming up here, which I do suggest, this is the time to make it up to the Smoky Mountains. From this weekend on for the next 2 weeks or so, it's not going to be too crowded, but it's going to be absolutely beautiful weather. So I suggest if you can get away, get away. Even, for a couple of days if you can get away. Or if you're close enough, spend the day. Because it's just going to be so gorgeous out here. Chad and Natasha just left Pigeon Forge and are in Gatlinburg now. If you make it that far, pull into Margaritaville. I'll think about that. You're you're partaking of the beverage, are we? Natalie enjoyed the videos of the raging waters. Thank you. I enjoyed going out there, and that's why I take you along with me. I just figure you're all with me, and I want to show you this stuff because I go out there and hang out there all the time. I'm always down. I like rivers. Rushing water is my thing. I do not like beaches. And that's weird because all of my childhood up till I was 18, I spent on Long Island, which is surrounded by water. It's 150 miles of island, and the north side and south side, the entire Long Island is water bound. And I hated the beach. Never enjoyed the beach. Loved the rivers. I would always jump on my bike and go up to upstate New York where I could be around in the rivers and the mountains. That's where I belong, and that's why I am here. Buddy Wilkinson, good afternoon. Jeff, hope all is well. In Gatlinburg, hope see you guys soon. You will see me soon. Michelle says, I will have to look at it, Jared. It sounds familiar. Yeah, it's cool to look at that stuff. I get a lot of flack sometimes, especially from my family. They go, how could you ghost hunt and do all that stuff when you're supposed to be a believer and all that? I said, I believe in a lot of things. And I'm not going to dumb myself down to just blind faith and not think about what goes on everywhere. I'm very inquisitive. I want to know. And the only way you know is to experience, read and experience, go out and live it. And this way you're educated. You're not just hearing stories, myths and stories, because there's always a sample of truth in what myths and people say, but you've got to remember that there's always embellishments. Every good story deserves an embellishment, and that's what happens over the years. The stories get embellished and they get further and further away from the truth. So you go out and experience for yourself. I moved the camera, but I got a little piece of the brace in the way. Sorry for that. Jared says it brings a tear to his eye every time I sing. Yeah, there's always those songs that get us, and it's I find that with certain songs, they hit you somewhere, and that's how powerful music is, whether you want to believe it or not. But that's how it is. There's always that one song that takes you back or allows you to open up and feel things. We become so jaded to the world. We get steel plated and we don't think about reality. We're always in our little fantasy worlds. It's not wise to shine like jade and resound like stone chimes. If that means anything to you guys. Natalie Warner, Jeff, you sound like a perfectionist. No, not really a perfectionist. I've screwed up so many times with things that now I've learned, I hope, through those mistakes, that you can find not the perfection, but the better way to do something. And if you're stone cold, steadfast on doing something, then you're not really learning. Because just because you think your way is always the right way, it's not. There's always another way to do it. There are many ways to solve a problem, as long as you come up at the end with the correct solution. And I've been shown many ways that I was doing something, but the other person showed me a more efficient way to do it, and still end up with the end result being what I wanted. So it cut out a lot of BS and got me right to where I wanted to go. And I go, oh, that's what I should have done to begin with. I just never thought of that. And sometimes you need somebody to kind of pull you back and look at it from a different angle. And that's how a problem should be approached. You once in a while pull back and go around it, literally look around at a problem, and sometimes it makes itself apparent that there's the issue that I was looking for. I just didn't see it from that angle. Little life thoughts for you. William Smith, hello from the Mississippi Delta. Tim Ohm. Jeff, how will be the allergies in 3 weeks? Not bad. Things are going to start budding. I did notice when I went out and did the video of the rivers and stuff, I saw buds on trees. In fact, you can actually see that in a piece of the video where that little waterfalls was coming down, and it looked like little diamonds. If you look closely, the trees are starting to bud already. Now, I hope we don't go into a false spring. That happened last year, where remember it got really warm and then really cold, and it caused the trees to get confused, because when it got cold, they said, well, we got to go back to sleep now, guys. And I think it affects the trees. That's why we didn't have the best fall that I've seen up here. It was nice, not complaining, but I've seen it brighter. I've seen the fall more vibrant in color. It just that we had so many confusing false springs, at least up by me. I'd see the buds, and then we had a freeze that night. They would drop off, and a new one would have to grow. And I think that confuses and maybe even stresses the trees, because they don't know what's going on. We're lost. We don't know what to do. Let's see if I can catch up to you. Jared says Jeff will be there May 2nd through the 6th. No paranormal? What? It's just vacation? We get together for coffee. I'd love that very much. Very, very much. Just you contact me. You know how to do that. And either I'll come out or Miss Marie and I both will come out, by all means. Or you could always meet us at the coaster. That would be good. Why don't you do that? And then we can go from there. Meet me at the coaster. The goat coaster. The haunted goat coaster. No, it's not really haunted, but I thought maybe you'd do a paranormal out there. I think one of the carts is haunted. I'm pretty sure. Rumor has it. Signal's still coming in good. I'm taking my chances here, kids. I'm taking my chances. South Bend Cubby. What would you say is the most haunted area in Pigeon Forge County? I bet Jared could help you out with that. Jared, can you answer that question? What is the most haunted area in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg? There's quite a few, from what I'm told. And I think he would know much better than me. He's the man. You want to know about where the ghosts are? He's got them. He's got them all lined up. They're under his booking. Jared's the manager for all ghost activity that's up here. Christopher Rollins stopped in a moment to say hello. Thank you, Christopher. I appreciate that. Just saying hello to me and to everyone. He's such a good guy. Cruising up in my clean car. Well, the inside could use a vacuuming, but what can I say? Jeff, it's Natasha from Chad. Natasha just changed my. You changed it. Who are you called now? I like Natasha. I like that name. Dennis Jackson says hello, Jeff, and everyone else. Bear shelf pipe. Okay. I swear you pop up in the strangest time. Yes, I know, Joyce. I'm sorry. Joyce Marie, how are you? It's when the moment and the feeling strikes me. I want to apologize for yesterday, for Sunday. I really, really do. I want to apologize for that. I meant to do that earlier. Miss Marie, I hope the signal's still coming in. Miss Marie and I were cleaning the basement/dungeon, and I've been mentioning this on our earlier shows. I really wanted to clean up down there. It was really packed. I couldn't even walk from one end of the basement to the other. It was packed full of stuff. I said, we got to purge. I've been telling her this for weeks, and we just haven't been able to get to it. And I said, today's the day. It was raining, no good to go out and do video. So we got up early and we worked all day on purging the basement. And oh my God, I couldn't fit all the stuff into the car. I still have stuff I've got to take to the garbage, to the dump. I'm talking 3 big, gigantic carpenter bags. You know how big those things are. They're not your usual garbage bag. Giant, filled to the top with equipment and things that I just haven't touched in years. And I got to get rid of some of this stuff because I'm not going to use it. And a lot of it was good stuff. I just don't have time and really don't have the desire to have to go and try to sell it. So I just filled it all up and put it out. And somebody, well, it wasn't there today when I went by. Somebody struck it rich. I'm talking DVD players, Wi-Fi, what do you call those things? Modems and stuff, just stuff I'm not using anymore and I don't plan to use. But they all work and they're all in great shape. And they all had the proper cords strapped to them and stuff. So somebody hit pay dirt. And I got more, but the basement looks great. We went through everything, purged every tote, every box, put everything in order. And then I said, well, now I got to load up the car. So now I'm happy about that's done. Now the shed is the next project, purging a lot of stuff in the shed. And I was very happy to get that done. We both work. She redid all her stuff. She has one end of the basement. I have the other end of the basement. And we just keep a lot of stuff down there. Now I could walk from one end and I could identify where everything is. And that took hours. And so what I did was after we were done, I said, I'm going to jump in the shower, took a shower. I said, I just want to rest my eyes for a couple of minutes. And I woke up at 10:30, 10:15, 10:30, somewhere in there by the time the grogginess wore off. So I missed yesterday's show. And I apologize for that because I know it's supposed to be on at 7:30. I slept right through that. I slept for hours and I was in a deep REM sleep. So when I woke up, I said, should I go on? I go, nobody's going to be on at 10:30. And I wasn't in the right frame of mind to do a show. I was still very groggy. There's some beautiful mountains right there. There's some beautiful mountains. I hope it's coming in all right. I really do. Michelle says she'll be here March 13th through the 18th. PD on the go. Hey, Jeff and everyone, I hope you're all having a great day for sure. I don't want to get started on gas prices. Yeah, they really jumped up. I don't like that at all. I was shocked when I'm sitting there, I'm filling it up. I go, what? What? Almost $4 a gallon? And that's the beginning. I've been warning you. This is how it's going. It's just going to keep going up. So plan your vacation with that in mind, that you're going to be paying more and you may have to allocate some of your vacation money to the tank. And it's not going to break you, but it sure does piss you off. When it was $1, I don't know, what was it? $1.89 or something just a little while ago. Now it's double that. I don't know. Same thing with propane. I almost dropped dead when I got my bill for the propane. Wow. It's amazing. And I know a lot of you are on a budget. And sometimes it's difficult. And I feel bad because it's like you work so hard and it just gets taken out from under you. And it always happens. Just when you think everything is going good, that's when somebody pulls the carpet out from under you. Never fails. Look at those pretty views. Please tell me you're getting that. You're seeing that. I'm going to go to the end of the list here. Let's see. I'm sorry. Signal's great. Thank you, Dan. I hope 240. Okay, good. Thank you. It is a good phone. If you're going to buy yourself a phone, save money instead of going after the stupid phones. You know what I mean? The high-end dollar phones. You're not going to use them, okay? I don't know why people get them. I'm not mentioning a name. But you don't use half the features that are in there. But I know it looks good out of somebody's back pocket, It's a status thing. So I look for, not status, I look for stats. I look for what it's going to do for me. What that phone is going to do for me. And this one I found, I always lose a signal right at that spot. I know exactly where it's going to go out. That's why I shut my mouth. I knew it was going to come. Just stay there. Don't go anywhere. It should start staying nicely. It should be nice and clear now. Very impressed with the screen on this thing and how it looks, and it's not shaking around. Well, I mean, if the car is wobbling, there's nothing I can do about it, but it has a great capture and a steady on it. There's the sign, you saw it. Driving into Gatlinburg. I just wanted to take you on a different drive. I got laundry going at the cabin. I got 2 loads of laundry that I've got to dry, and the carpets I got to wash them. I got to vacuum the carpets because Miss Marie, I saw the vacuum come out and brought it upstairs. So that's my hint to start the vacuum. So that's what I will be doing today, Monday. What can I say? STL Tona. How does everybody know it's my birthday? How would anybody? How do you guys know it's my birthday? Buddy Wilkins said the most haunted any hotel checkout online. Oh, I must have missed that. I'm sorry. I wanted to jump ahead. Ouch. Why did I do that? My hand just got caught on the whatever you call that, the sun visor. Wishing you happy with Carla Vintage. Thank you, and many, many more. I'm 60. Anybody know how old I am? I just almost kind of gave it away. Anybody? Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Michelle. I love all the happiness, all the party stuff. I think the little schoolhouse we did. I've been there, and that I'm telling you, Jared, there was an energy there that I felt. I didn't want to, I was doing more of an information video, but man, there was activity. There was a vibration, the hairs on the back of your neck. It's nothing scary. Probably Roaring Forks Motor Trail also. A lot of activity out there. Howdy. Hi, Steve. Thank you for joining us, Steve. Wanda Wim just joined in. So how much is gas? Gas is now on the average 360 and up. Now it does change here. They do that. They change it kind of depending on the crowd. So usually on Mondays you're going to find cheaper gas, and as it gets closer to the weekend, those scallywags jack it up by a dime or more. I see it every weekend. So I always tend to fill up on a Monday and a Tuesday, just so that I have gas to get me through the weekend, and because I drive around a lot. Thank you, Carla Vision. I know the scenery is stunning here, and every day I feel blessed that I can still see it and still enjoy it, and drive around and share this with you, because I wish I would have had this when I was younger, looking, wanting to be up here all the time, but couldn't. Buddy says I dropped the propane for natural gas. Unbelievable difference in price. Let me ask you, buddy, did you have to change anything in your furnace? Do they have to do some tweaking to accept the natural gas? Because if it's cheaper, I'll have it done in a heartbeat. Because it killed me. It was $600 for half full. When it gets to 60%, I call them up and I say, come and fill it. I don't wait till it goes down. When it's half or 60, I make them come up and fill it, and that cost me almost $600. And it's a 500-gallon tank, a standard propane tank that everyone uses. Wanda says, coming up March 12th. Hey, everyone. Happy birthday. Thank you. BB Yank, how are ya? Drop in and say, have a great day. Susan Bouchard, happy birthday, Jeff. Yeah, I know I froze up. I went through that once, but Ronnie Crane, 67. There you go. He's right on. I don't feel it. I sure as heck don't feel like I'm 6. I still feel like a kid. But when I look in the mirror, I go, wow, who's that old bugger looking back at me in the mirror? They're really starting to do work on this hotel, the LeConte View Motor Lodge. They're gonna this during this season now, especially spring. They're really gonna start pumping money into this place. People, this is the time when they start renovating and getting things looking really, really nice. Looking forward to it, very much so. 69. Susan Bouchard. Just thank you, Susan. That's so sweet. 68. You're all in the right 28, 29. Mike, what are you trying to butter me up for? I am not anywhere near 28, 29. No, I've been on this planet a long time. I've looked out from behind these eyes for a very long time. Very long time. Just thankful I'm still alive. This is light number 8. This is usually a very busy intersection with people and happenings because there's a lot of restaurant here. Like Berg's is just a ways down. Smith and Son, you can get some good eating there. Age is a number. Yeah, it is, because I've seen a lot of my friends and relatives who are my age or were my age, and immediately they act like old farts. And I'll be damned. I'll be damned if I act like that. That just isn't going to happen. I have too much life in me to start acting like an old fart. And I plan on doing this for a while, unless a meteor hits me on the back of the head. Kind of busy today for a Monday. It's definitely busy. Definitely. Signal's still good, guys? Teleco Toys, thank you, my friend. Jared, you're going to be 64. You don't look it, my friend. And there's another guy that does not look his age. Not at all. Look at the crowd of people on your left side and your right side. Definitely. There's people in town. And this is Monday. This is normally, you could walk these streets and not bump into too many people. The tourists are coming. The tourists are coming. Let's see if I can bring it in a little bit for you. Sorry. That's a little bit better. Sorry about that. High test is almost $4. I thought I saw 4099. It was in one of the more expensive gas stations. Oh, we'll be going by a gas station up here, so we'll be able to kind of hone in on what's happening. Wanda Williams, it's just me. The video is bad. Is this? Well, you tell me, guys. Somebody tell me. I know I went through a couple of sections that were very suspect. Nobody else passing through. Okay, that's good. Should be reasonably. Don Graham 61. A beautiful home away from home. That's right. That's what you guys are. I'm kidding. Don Graham going up. Thanks, I appreciate that. Tim, I'm 35 forever. Yeah, I wish. Oh man, 35. I was at the peak of my career at 35. It was all downhill after that. No, not really. Our career spanned quite a while, from my 30s, I'd say about 31, 32 to hit 50. And then after that, it's just I got disillusioned. That's why I retired at 55. I got finally just had enough. How's the signal look, guys? Yeah, it does, doesn't it, Steve? Like a lifetime ago? 35. Does to me. I purchased my second radio station. And that's when the work really began. when I closed on that second radio station, for a while I thought I bit off more than I could chew, but I realized it was just redundancy. It was just doing what you're doing twice and just changing. Excuse me, sinuses are starting to run up because it's clearing up. Come on. That guy didn't stop for the pedestrian. Folks, when you're in town here, you stop for pedestrians, all right? I don't care how much of a hurry you are, you and Biff and Myth and Muffy are in, you stop. It's 10 miles an hour through town. You try to tell some of these bozos. They're in a hurry. Where are you in a hurry to go? What, the Moonshine Place is going to close down or something? No, I don't think so. Josh stays. Hi, guy. Oh, that's right. It's right there to your left. Josh, hey, guys, I didn't know you were in the room. They're right to the left. If you want to go to the trunk of man, it's right. I know you can't see it now. You should have got to me a little early. It's right down there. It's right there. I got the trolley. I got to let him go by. All right. Let the trolley. He's on a time schedule. I am not. Where's Joe? He's in the back here somewhere. He's in the back. Cleaned out the trunk of the car. That's another thing we did yesterday. We cleaned out the trunk, inside of the car and the trunk, but I didn't get time to vacuum because the place was already closed. Reasonably clear. It should be clear. Kitchen. Prepping veggies for homemade chicken soup sounds so good. Just baked a pound cake. Wow. And yesterday, happy birthday. You were 81. God bless you. 81 and still cooking. Today it is 69. Oh, yesterday was 81. I thought you were 81. God bless you. 81 cooking. I probably won't be able to find the kitchen at 81. I'll need to have neon signs telling me where I gotta go. It's always sketchy here in Gatlinburg for Wi-Fi, and that I've never been able to figure out. It would be so simple to amplify these lights and stuff. You just put repeater amplifiers on all of these power things, the power poles. It's so simple, and it's not that costly. But yet, I don't know, they don't invest in, and they really should, because more people would show how wonderful this place really is. You hear the ducks? That's right, Steve. You shouldn't be in a hurry on vacation. But for some reason, people don't wind down because, now what I have found out is usually somebody in the family is anal retentive. Not that that's bad, but it can be bad if you let it get out of hand. You know, the person who says at 3:03 p.m. we have to be here, and at 3:06 we've got to go there, and they ruin the vacation because they're trying to jam 3 pounds of bologna in a 2-pound bag, and you can't do that. You just kind of let the flow happen. You let the moment happen in the Smoky Mountains. You don't force anything here. You just let it happen. I'm gonna turn around going this way. Maybe the signal will clear up. Who knows? Sorry. Cindy Lou Who Nelson. That's a lot to put in my mouth. Good afternoon, Jeff. Just got Gatlinburg an hour ago. Beautiful day. You're going to have a ball, aren't you, Cindy Lou? I bet you are. What a day. And tomorrow will be even nicer. Tomorrow will be in the 60s for sure, and it'll just get warm through the week. So you'll be having a great... If you're coming up for vacation, you couldn't ask for a better week of absolute beauty. Natalie Warner, not really. Menopause goes away. I haven't gone through my menopause yet. So, guys go through it too. You do know that. You ladies have it worse, but guys go through it too. But I haven't noticed anything. I'm not old and cranky and crotchety yet. At least I hope not. Let me know if I get old and crotchety and cranky. Because I don't want to be one of those, get off my lawn, kid. There's squirrels on my lawn. You know, I don't want to be one of those. I had an uncle like that. Would actually wait for squirrels to get on his lawn and shoot them with a BB gun. What an a-hole he was. I'm glad. Well, I'm not glad, but he was just a weirdo. One of the uncles tried to lure me up to the attic. And that's a true story. He told me that Mighty Mouse was in the attic. Did I want to go up and see Mighty Mouse? I'm not kidding you. And I get away from me, you perv. The heck's the matter with you? There's always one of those uncles in the family. Uncle Daddy. You seeing all the people? Isn't that cool? Oh, I heard that stupid song. Jim Spencer, what's up, Josh? And Stacy going on. He's making more soap. Joshy's making more soap. Miss Marie loves your soap, Josh. She uses it every night. I didn't. I used mine up already. I got the manly smell. You know, the diesel one. Diesel soap. No, it's really good. It had a nice fragrance. But man, I used that so I burned right through it. I'll stop and get more because it is good. If you get a chance, you go to Trunk of Man and get Joshy's homemade soap. It's made by 30 perverted Italian dwarfs in a trunk of a tree in Gatlinburg. Josh can stay. Oh, he'll be in Gatlinburg tomorrow. Okay. Now, if I missed your name and stuff, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with the chats. That's what Miss Marie says. I'm supposed to shut my mouth and keep up with the chats. But I thought that's why you tuned in, to hear me run my mouth all the time. Look at all the happy people. You know, I love that. You come into Smoky Mountains, you hear doo, 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 doo. Another lady going across. Howdy from Cincinnati. D&T. D&T. I was drunk all the time, 50, 35. Don't want to go back there. No, I understand. I never had that issue because I never really liked alcohol. I did. I think I said this before. The only reason I think I drank was because my friends did, and it was kind of peer pressure. Not that I fell for peer pressure, but I always felt stupid while they're having fun, and I didn't have like a beer. But I did like margaritas. When I was in the band, after we did our gig for the night, oh, I would down a pitcher of margaritas just to calm myself down because we lit the place up and I was wound up for hours. But that was that. You know, after I broke up the band, um, I had no more desire for margaritas. But they do go down easy. Never was a hard liquor drinker. Just never was. Nobody in my family. Nobody. Lots of people. Everybody. I see a lot more people in short sleeves than I do now in long sleeves, which is always an indicator for spring is here. More people crossing the road, sure, no problem. Believe it or not, is right there. It's going to be a banner year. I can tell you that by what I'm seeing now for a Monday. And this is February 28th, last day of the month, and it's packed on a Monday. You know what this place is going to look like. I have a video of the weekend, but I haven't even edited it yet. I've got to do my chores always, and I neglect them sometimes. So I promised Miss Marie I wouldn't keep neglecting my chores. It's not that I have to do them, but I want them done. Hear all the sights and sounds. See all the sights. Hear all the sounds. went to Olive Garden the other day, and the waitress was 81 years old. She was amazing. That's amazing that she's still working at 81. And I hope that she didn't have to work. I hope that she wanted to work. Because nothing sucks more than being at that age and have to work. That's not saying much for our society, is it? At that age, you should take it all in. What, Jared? Laugh out loud, Rune. Yeah, the new Yankee comes out, and yeah, I know. Pick up all the slangs around here. I guess that's the fun of it, right? As long as I don't want to eat possum and armadillo. And the crowd always thins out right after light number 8. And that's just weird. Because there's cool shops all over here. It's just people seem to migrate to that light number, what is that? Light number 2 or 3. And then on up, there's a moderate crowd. But 8 always has like this crazy crowd. I guess because all the shine places. That could very well be. That could be. Over Gatlinburg. Thought about skiing, but I never made it here. Coming up back here. I haven't skied in years, but I love to ski. Used to be an instructor up at Jiminy Peak. Jiminy Peak in Massachusetts. And I worked all the lifts. Worked with the thicol. That's a thing that grooms the snow. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. That was pre-band days. But then right after that, I started the band and had to... I tried juggling both of them, but that didn't work. That did not work. I had to make a decision. Which one's going to get my full time? And the band won for 9.5 years. A lot of good outdoor stuff right here at NOC. If you're into camping, hiking, anything outdoors, they got some good stuff there. They got all the clothes, all the boots, everything you need to do outdoor anything. Outdoor anything. It's there. Oh, it's so nice out. 53 degrees. 53 beautiful degrees. If Jeff, Wi-Fi improvement is part of my Gatlinburg plan. Free super high speed Wi-Fi, no cars. You know, if they, there's no land to do it though, Biff. If they could detour the traffic from downtown to another road, like, you know, you have roads on both sides where we're heading now parallel. There's Cherokee Orchard Drive to my right and River Road. If they could direct the traffic through there, but it's too narrow, and there's no room to widen it. There's zero room to widen. They could then detour everything and make this more of a pedestrian way. Businesses would do a hell of a lot better. But parking is a premium in this town. So there's almost no place really to park, and during rush times, there's no place to drive. Even those back roads, the ones that are running parallel, are jammed. There's nowhere to hide. You just go with the flow. And if that flow involves being standing still, that's part of the flow. Nothing you can do about it. Cheryl Keene, how are you, Cheryl? Good to see you. Great day. Happy birthday. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. 67 years old. It's either 67 or 68, one of the two. I don't keep up with it. I never celebrate my birthdays. I don't really, it's just another day to me. And tomorrow will be another day. I'm just glad I wake up. You know, when I wake up, I go, I made it through the night. That's nice, I made it through. The raccoons are out. They've stopped hibernating. I have almost every night 9 raccoons that come up and they hound me. They clutch at my legs. Feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. I gotta go in and give them food, and peanut butter sandwiches, anything they want. How do I get some soap? You contact Trunk of Man, and I know that they have it. Josh, I don't know. Do you ship? I've never asked you that question. Do you ship? If not, you should. Got good soap. It's got a lot of stuff. If you have beards, man, that's the place to go for beard products. What are these girls waiting for? Just for us. What are they waiting for? Come on. Come on. DJI, I didn't know you were in the room. Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate you here. Thanks, and hi, Rim. I'm driving right now. Oh, okay. That's cool. Be careful. Hopefully that person, I did go, I can't remember their name. Oh, they're not crossing. Okay. The other people have no problem crossing. Yeah, rub it in, Nathan. $2.27 a gallon. You must be using your points. Jared says, I have my vices and good dark beer. I love a good dark beer, Jared. That is, when I did drink beer, I always went for the stout or the the dark Irish beers, and oh man, that was the way to. The other ones to me were like water. Not that I'm a connoisseur of beer or anything, but the darker beers always gave me the flavor that I was looking for. The light pea-colored ones, they just didn't do it for me. I just didn't enjoy it. Jared's got the Scandinavian and Irish gene. Yeah, you can't help it. You wake up wanting a beer. Joshy and Stacy, Cindy Lou Who Nelson said she's get some of that soap. You should. You get $1 off gas. That's how you got it cheap. I knew you got it cheap somehow. I knew it. Steve, I hope that she is working 81 out there rather than needing to. Yes, I agree with you so much. I've been to Jiminy Peak. Yes, oh, it's grown. When I was there, it was still, I'm talking 80, no, 74, 74, 5, 6, and 7. I was in that area. And it was tiny then. And then Brody Mountain was the next one up. I think it was called Brody Mountain. Pretty sure. I loved skiing. I got good at it. Very good at it. I skied it every day. I'd start my day off skiing down, going up the top of the mountain and skiing down to make sure there was no trees down or anything in the way. And at the end of the night, I was the last guy down to make sure nobody had fallen or got hurt and was on. And it was always wonderful because first one down the mountain, the powder was perfect. It was there were no tracks, no ski marks. And then I'd just ski all day long, and I trained people how to ski. Wanda Williams says the 81-year-old waitress from the Philippines. She said she sends money to her family. Yep. They are an interesting culture of people. They are very family-oriented, and they take care of their families usually till they die. Or they get so old that the family takes them in. One of the siblings or one of the kids will take in they never abandon their parents ever, or their grandparents. They take them in And it's just the way it is. There's a line waiting at Fanny Farkle's. I could smell that corn dog and that sausage and peppers. Oh, yeah. Their cheesesteak is good, too. You want a good cheesesteak? Fanny Farkle's makes a good cheesesteak. Yeah, she's just to be working that age. But they have a totally different work ethic, the Filipinos, than any American. Sorry. And I'm glad I'm married to one. Because they just believe in working and saving and taking care of their own. And that's what Miss Marie does with her money. She's always sending it to, if the kids need money, we send them money. If the relatives need money, she sends them money. If the relatives need clothes, she sends them clothes. If they're hurt and they're in the hospital, because it's a pay-as-you-go in the Philippines, there's no, we'll send you a bill. There's no such thing. You don't get services until you pay for the services. So if you have, and she's had many people with kidney and dialysis problems, she'll send them money just so that they can stay on it. That's why she works, to take care of the relatives that are poor. And some of them are very, very poor. It's a third world country. Oh, God. Why not just enjoy and take in the beauty instead of having a radio blast? Never could understand that. Television, 66 here in Oklahoma. 40 in Milwaukee, 49 sunny where Jared is. Tommy D811 will be 48, going to Florida's oldest water slide restaurant, Old Key Limehouse. I know right where you're talking. Been there. Love you, mean it. There's Anakista. Where I dropped my phone. I was so shocked I was shocked that I dropped the damn thing. And I knew when it fell, I go, that's the end of the phone. It's got to be. So when I got home that night, I ordered another phone. Went right online, ordered another one. Went back the next day, said, well, let me go see if I could find it. At least maybe I could salvage the SD card out of it and get my video. And they go, we found your phone. I expected them to hand it to me in a bag or something. Guy handed it to me. I hit the on button. It never turned off. Even after it fell and hit, I hit it and the camera was still in pause mode. And it worked. It's got to be stuck. I turned it on, reset it, everything worked. That's a Samsung A71 5G. Any other model or make of phone would never have survived that 30-foot fall. Never. And the microphone was still stuck in it. The microphone, have that stick-in mic. Maybe you've seen it before. It sticks into the socket. It's an external microphone, like I'm using now. And there was nothing wrong with it. It didn't get bent or anything. And that fell. I looked down and go, oh, no. So much for that phone. $80 in Orlando. BB Yank. I don't want to have 80 right now. I'm enjoying the 50s and 60s. This is my weather. 50s and 60s, I can rock and roll. I can work all day. And here it is, my birthday. I'm going to be doing laundry in a couple of minutes. Vacuuming in a couple of minutes. I mean, exciting life, isn't it? Am I not the epitome of excitement? Vacuuming and laundry? Oh, yeah. Quick question. Everyone. Best must-try breakfast place in the area? That's a good question. That's subjective. There's a lot of good breakfast places. Breakfast is breakfast. Some people make pancakes a little different than others, but, eggs are eggs, bacon is bacon. I would try several. That's what I would do. See, the coaster here is closed for remodeling. upgrades and remodeling, new owners and new management. There you go. There you go. Susan Bouchard, my birthday was on Groundhog's Day. Every year, 1st to 10th, then a pop-up, then it was Repod we picked up last. That sounds like fun to me. Ronnie Crane. Notice, Jeff, a big boulder is blocking the road in Wares Valley Cascades area. I wonder, oh, there's a couple of places, yeah, there could be some serious boulders. You know, there's a lot of signs say watch for falling rocks. They're not kidding. They are not kidding. They just come down. Steve Weiss, I love watching you bring us the streets of Gatlinburg. Oh, no problem. I just like driving them, so I take you along. You're in the car. All of you are in the car. Just make sure you clean up your mess when you get out. What do you think? This is home or some other dirty place? Flapjacks. There's all sorts. I mean, right there, there's Flapjacks. Great view. I haven't been there in a long time. I don't remember having a bad meal, so I'm assuming it must have been okay. Where did we eat the other night? I'm thinking about that. I was going to tell you about. Where was that? Oh, we ordered last night. Geno's. Just because I hadn't had it. It was pretty good. Wasn't bad. Wasn't the greatest I've ever had, but it wasn't bad. I got a calzone, and I had a hankering for one of those. And it was good. It was tasty. The crust was thin, just like I like it, crispy. And so if you come into town in Pigeon Forge, Gino makes good pizza and good calzones. And if you like cinnamon sticks, like Miss Marie loves cinnamon sticks, they've got good cinnamon sticks there. That was it was fun. It was good. That's how. And we cleaned the basement. And it was cold down there. Let me tell you. That basement stays cold. You could keep meat fresh, and that's no lie, down there. Because that's where the main floor is built into, of the cabin. It's built into the mountain, and the basement is part of that. So that cool mountain air is the bottom of the first level of the house. You don't even need air conditioning down there. It's constantly cooler than the rest of the house. Even in summer, it's constantly cooler. And I like that. I don't like heat. Heat and me do not make good bedfellows. Not at all. Not at all. Tim Holmes says, there in July and headed back soon. And July is kind of hot for me. I usually stay as cool as I can there. Tommy D811 says I'm in West Boca Raton. Cut the lawn, jumped in the pool. Yep. I'd rather be in Gatlinburg. Well, sell the place and come up to Gatlinburg. Man, I was pricing cabins late last night. I just picked up the phone. Because Miss Marie and I were thinking about building another place. And I was just checking and prices that when we first moved here back in 16, the similar houses, almost exactly the same houses that I was looking at have quadrupled in price. And I had to go back and say, this has got to be a misprint. There's just no way that this little cabin is going for almost $1 million. There's no way. And then I kept scrolling, and I'm going, oh my God. I just couldn't believe anything 1,500 feet, 1,500 square feet and under. Nothing was under 600,000. Nothing. And that was 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Nothing was on. I'm going through the tunnel. Nothing was under 600,000. It went up from there. Yeah, I figured I was going in the tunnel. It was a great time to take a sip of coffee. And that's what I did. Sipping my coffee. Thinking about how much excitement I'm going to have doing laundry and vacuuming the carpets. Oh, I'm shaking with anticipation. I can't wait. Oh, I did order. That I did too. I'm always online ordering something, but I ordered for the car a stand that fits inside the cup holder that will hold my new toy. You know, the silly sound making toy. It's got all those weird things. So it'll actually hold it because it's about the size of a larger tablet. It's like 9 inches to 9 point. I think it's 9.6 by 8 something. And I found a tablet holder that'll fit right in your cup holder. So I'll be using that. That's going to be a lot of fun. You'll be hearing that. Thank you for taking out that Russian bot. Unbelievable. You know, it's funny. I only get them on here. I never get any bots or anything on my computer or on my phone. It's always on YouTube. Why do these people bother us? 60s, and Steve says, yeah, 60s as high as per. Yeah, I agree. I do have so much work to do. Thank you much, Mark. Thank you. I got to do some roof work on the house, and that's why Miss Marie got me a drill for my birthday. You see some Canadian geese up ahead on the right, I think. Or is that my eyes? No, that's a rock. Forget I said geese. That's just a rock. I don't have my glasses on. So it's a good thing I didn't stop to let it cross the road. Boy, this goose is slow. It's a rock, idiot. Oh, what an idiot. D&T, Tennessee. We Americans have no clue how good we have it. No, you're right. And especially the younger generation. They assume that they want everything like their socialist teachers are telling them. You want to be a servant of the state. What, you know, when you find people like that, they should immediately give them a ticket, get a whole plane full of them, fly them up to any of these socialist countries, and say, spend 6 months there, and well, tell me what you think after that. Tell me what you think there when you don't have heat for your house, or you have to stand in a bread line, or there's no jobs for you, and there's no free money. There's no free money. You can cry all you want. Nobody's going to help you. And then see how much. You won't have any money to make your hair orange. That's for sure. I bet none of that crap goes on. It's not a circus that never leaves town. I bet that doesn't happen. Amazing. Pancake Pantry. There's a lot of good ones. Log Cabin. Coming like right around from here. There's a whole bunch of them. Crockett's. Steve says Crockett's. There's so many good ones. What I don't understand is why do they shut down? They only serve breakfast. They're missing 2 other major meals, which is income to a restaurant that probably has a lot of bills. Why not at least do lunch? Right? How hard is that to just hand out a lunch menu like someone else? All these other places have lunch menus. And you'd be doubling your income, doubling your patron power. You know, more people would come to you breakfast and lunch. That's like the old way of thinking. $3.49 for unleaded. I'm trying to find some more for you. Put it over on the right. Waffle House. Love the pecan waffles. Everything else they make is okay, but I can't find a pecan waffle anywhere else. Not like that. I don't see any cloud. Way in the distance I might see some cloud activity, but nothing to speak of. I mean, it is just blue sky. I can roll the windows down a little bit now. It's not so noisy now. It was a little noisy before. And you got to remember when you read the signs on the gas thing, you think you're getting cheap, but that's if you have their card. Jack, Camise, is that right? Camise, good afternoon. Thank you. From Manistee, Michigan. Looks beautiful out there. Thank you, Jack. You're new to me here, too. Thanks for joining us. Everybody, welcome Jack into the room. That's very kind. I love new people in the room. And I love the people that are always with me. I do appreciate that. 329. That's with the card. Diesel is $3.93. Almost $4 a gallon for diesel. Is it Carnage? Is there an R in there? I don't have my reading glasses on. Yeah, K, or is it N? K-R-N-I-S-C. Carnice. I hope I got that right. I hope I did that right. Susan said we love the Log Cabin Pancake House. Plenty of parking. Yep, they do have plenty of parking. This is now Pigeon Forge we're in. Steve says, so when you retired, did you retire in Florida and then eventually move to? Yes, absolutely. I was up in the Berkshires for many years. I love the Berkshires because I like snow and mountains. And then after I broke up the band, I said I need to go somewhere warm. I was tired of freezing all the time, and I didn't realize how warm. Because my parents were down there, and they lived out in the country, Spring Lake, and they had a lot of property, and it was very, very nice. It was cattle and horses and stuff. It was very, very nice out there. And I said, and I just went down for a visit, and then I come back. I said, moving. I just came down. I never left there for 37 years. Enjoyed it the first couple of years, as I was doing lots of different things. I'd say I'll say 10 years were a lot of fun. I got to do a lot of stuff. And then I just got tired of it, but then I wound up buying the radio stations and then just continued that because that's where the money was. And I worked so much, I never really got to enjoy it. I never really got to do much. Once I got the radio stations, it was from sunrise to sunset every day, 7 days a week for 10 years straight. Never took off a holiday, ever. Ever. I worked every holiday, all the time. I didn't mind it too much because I was doing my thing. I was doing the engineering, the production, always working with equipment, stuff I always loved doing, and I was doing. But Florida itself was running itself thin on me because the traffic was getting worse. And I lived out in the country. I bought 20 acres out there, and then I sold off 10 because I didn't want the frontage, because I knew what was going on. I knew the developing was going on there, and I said, let's make money on that, and I'll still be at the end of the cul-de-sac private, because I'll own all that. And it was quiet, it was nice, and it was, but then it just, it's like time to go. Radio wore out its welcome with me after 35 years of all radio and TV. And just said, okay, enough is enough. Sell everything and go. And I don't regret it at all. I don't miss doing radio. I definitely don't miss doing TV. TV was just hurry up and wait for hours to do, 5-10 minute segment. And I got to go a lot of places and see a lot of things, but I couldn't go far away from the camera crews and stuff because you never know when you were going to start shooting. But I got to do a lot of stuff. And that's where I got certified at 150 feet underwater at Blue Grotto. And that's on TV. That's still up there somewhere in the cloud. I don't know exactly where it is, but it's out there. The only time I was at peace is when I was diving or on the rivers. I always took my boat wherever I went. Let's see. 349 at BP. 349 at BP. And 349 at Shell. So $3.50 a gallon. Don't let that 0.1 penny fool you. $3.50 a gallon. And that's low grade. I can't use that in my car. 4 acres. No, it's 400 acres. You should buy that. Is it? Yeah, it's 400 acres, $10 million. No. In fact, I thought of that the other day. It's funny you should bring that up. A good portion of that property is lowlands. It floods, and it did flood. Didn't get any video of it, but it did flood in that last storm. A good portion of it. And I go, no, what are you going to do with that? That's wasted land. If it's flood, I'm sure it's already considered a floodplain. So you won't be able to build on it unless you dump a lot of dirt. And I'm sure there's coding that doesn't allow you to change the direction of a floodplain, because that water's got to go somewhere, right? If you bring in all the dirt to raise it up, that water's going to find its next level, and that could be a subdivision near you, and you're opening yourself up for lawsuits. That's why it hasn't sold. DJI says the bots that come in here are a paid service. They do it to every channel, big and small. I kind of figured that. I just don't understand. It's 321. This will take you to Townsend, Cades Cove, Wares Valley, all places in between. There's the giant cross. Thanks, Jared. He may have already left. Hey, look who's next to me. Jeff and Tootsie Camper right there. Right there. Look. There he is. Right there. He's in town. He's got a new car now. He's got a new car. I didn't see Tootsie though. Where's Tootsie? Steve says, yeah, Jeff, I need to get out and go to the little boys. Okay, I'm sorry. Probably I need to go too pretty soon. I drank all my coffee. Oop. Are we there yet? Yeah, we're almost there. Let's stop for an ice cream. What, Northeast Georgia Mountain? You want to stop for an ice cream? You got to go to the Goat Coaster for the best ice cream. There's Tootsie. There she is. Look, I'll get her in the camera. There she is. There she's hanging out the window. Tootsie. Boy, it smells skunky in there. Definitely a skunk. Nothing worse. Have you ever hit a skunk? Have you ever? I've had the dubious honor of running over a skunk once. That smell stayed with my car for weeks. I could not, because I guess when I ran it over, it squirted. I didn't mean to. It ran across the road, and it just sprayed all underneath the car, and there's no way to get rid of that smell. It just kind of has to wear off. Wow, what a stank that was. Woo! There's Weagle Weigels. They're at $3.59 without their card. I have their card though. $3.59. Shell is $3.49.9. That's with their card. They don't tell you that, but that's with their card. So I'm assuming they're $3.59 too. Pretty sure. It's so nice out. Was it 58 degrees? Absolutely stunning out. I really got to get my laundry done. There's no reason I'm going to be happy if I don't get that done. Because all her clothes are in there. But do notice that the shake at all, did it? Nope. Not shake. I like this new holder a lot. stayed on the window the whole time. This is now it's still Pigeon Fork and prices of cabins. That's log cabins. They're open houses, conventional homes. Conventional homes, of course, being this is an area, are a little bit more expensive than if you went out of the Sevier County area. If you're out of Gatlinburg, you get out of Sevierville and Pigeon Forge, prices drop. So you could always buy a place outside this area and get a reasonable, almost reasonable price, not cheap. There's no more. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I lost the signal over there. Whenever I go over the little rivers, I lose the signals. This is Walden Creek we're going over right now. It's right by Goats on the Roof, the Goat Coaster. Beautiful night to get on the coaster, I'll tell you that. If you have a chance and you're in town, do go to the Goat Coaster. You'll love it. I promise you will love it. You will enjoy it. The ride is a thrill. And then if you want some hot chocolate or ice cream, man, they got the best ice cream. You want homemade cookies and homemade fudge, this is the place to go. And there's cars turning. I mean, you see all the cars turning here? This is the new happening spot. You can see this work being done right over there. I'll let you know all about that. There's even a truck, a big delivery truck behind me. Oh my God. Miss Marie is not going to be happy about that. Oh my Lord, she's not going to be happy about that. Turn into my spot. There it is. There's the goats. There's the goaty goats. Right there, the goaty goats. There they are. Right? There you go. Hope you had a good time, folks. I had a good time taking. No, I don't want to go to the Tootsie is driving. She was driving. It looked like she was. Susan Burchard says, we live in St. Augustine, Florida. What a beautiful place that is. A mile from the beach, Vault House 32, years ago. Affordable traffic. Yeah, traffic is reduced. And I remember driving through there, nobody was going through there. I remember that. Cheryl Keene just learned skunk and spray 6 times. Yeah, that's right. They will warn you 3 times. Clearly, a skunk will warn you 3 times. There's Tootsie and Jeff. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, Tootsie. Tootsie's looking at the camera. Weather in Tennessee is absolutely gorgeous for the whole week. Absolutely gorgeous. Tootsie's all ready. She's all set. Hi, Tootsie. Oh, you're all done up.
Got the car all nice and shiny.
Yeah, it needed to be washed, but it won't be as soon as I go home. I know that.
You still alive?
Yeah, still alive. Thank you, Susan. You're all going. Jeff and Tootsie saying hello, everybody.
Nathan sent me a text. He says, as soon as you got in front of me, start smelling
there
stuff.
It was. Samuel says, moving to a new house in Mississippi and Tennessee. There you go. All right, guys, thanks for joining us today on Vacation Station TV, your virtual getaway. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you all being here today. That, Mike G, it was my pleasure. Thank you. Fun. Bye-bye. And we'll see you soon. Thanks much, and I will see you soon. So long.